We planted a garden this year that we call New Plant Sensations, where we've planted a variety of plants that have just been introduced. We want to see how they perform here in Oklahoma and what they look like. Several of these we selected based upon their foliage, and the first of these is a variegated ajuga, and this one is called Sparkler, and it has these really fun creamy colored splotches throughout the dark thick leaves. And this plant creates a really nice compact mound about 10 inches tall. It stays very low. Eventually it'll spread to about 2 feet wide, and it's going to maintain this nice speckled variegation throughout the summer. So a really nice way to lighten a dark area. We also have a few heucheras and heucherellas introduced from Terra Nova. And this one is Midnight Rose, and has this beautiful dark foliage with really fun color, these splashes of pink. In the spring, they're really vibrant pink. They tend to fade a little bit throughout the summer, but you could see that we still have some really good color on here. And the splotches actually grow as the leaf expands, so you get to watch that color expand as your plant grows. Here we have a heucherella, and a heucherella is a hybrid between a heuchera and a tiarella. And this cultivar is called Stoplight, and it's selected for the nice chartreuse colored leaves with the red centers. And again, in the spring it's going to be a little bit more vibrant. The leaves are going to be all more chartreuse color, and they'll get a little more green or straw yellow as the summer goes on. But they still maintain the red centers and a real nice bright colored foliage. We have another heuchera here, and this one is Plum Royale. And we see a lot of these purple, silver colored foliage on our heuchera, but this one, a lot of those, the silver kind of fades. It's very vibrant in the spring, but the silver fades in the summer. And this one is maintaining that silvery gray color throughout the summer, and it's the first one that we've found that has done this. In the winter, it's gonna be mostly silver colored with a little hint of purple in the foliage. And again, it's gonna have a nice, dense, compact form. There's one more heucherella over here, and this one is unique for heucherella because of the size of the leaves. We often see really large leaves on heucheras, but the heucherellas tend to have smaller leaves, and this one quite large and very unique color. We have some cinnamon oranges and some yellows and greens. Now in the spring it's a lot lighter in color. It gets a little bit darker in the summer, but in the fall we're going to see it lighten up again. And this one is called Sweet Tea, and it's quite heat and humidity tolerant as well. This is an unusual garden plant. It's henna, or Lawsonia inermis, and it's a tropical plant from Africa. Now it's best known for the dye that's made from the leaves and is used to color hair or to create body art. And the flowers are also very interesting and attractive, and they have a delightful scent that has been used to make perfume for millennia. And this plant will form a nice mound about 2.5 feet all around. We also have a zinnia from the Zahara series here, and this is a nice bright yellow from this series. Now these plants are touted for their heat tolerance and their disease resistance. And once it's established, it has very low water requirements, but it'll continue to produce these wonderful blooms throughout the heat of the summer. And of course those blooms are going to attract bees and butterflies to the garden as well. This is a plant that I've had my eye on all summer, and I'm hoping to add a few of these to my own garden at home. This is the bronze sea berry, or Halorhagus, and what I really like about it is the unique color to the foliage. That's its charm, with this sort of coppery orange color mixed with green. This plant's native to New Zealand, and it's hardy to zone 8, so in the southern part of the state it'll overwinter very well. In zone 7, with a little luck and some protection, you might even get it to winter there as well. The plant reaches about 1 foot high and spreads around 2 feet, and looks great spilling out of containers as well. You want to make sure to give it plenty of water. Well, no summer would be complete without a new geranium, and one that we've seen this year from Proven Winners is in the Fantasia series is this Cardinal Red. Beautiful semi-double red flowers, and like any geranium, you need to keep it deadheaded to promote flowering, and even in our intense heat, it'll keep flowering all summer long with a little care. This plant is the deep blue false vervain, and we had some really heavy rain that kind of knocked it down, but it's going to perk up again. It has nice large foliage, but what it's really noted for are these blue flowers. It's hard to find a plant with true blue colors in the flower, and this plant certainly doesn't disappoint. The base of the flower tubes also has a little bit of a purplish color, so we have the blue and purple together. And it flowers from the bottom up, so we have a very long bloom period, and you want to make sure that you don't go in deadhead. You could pull out some of the lower blossoms as they fade. This is a tropical plant that prefers full sun. It also is very attractive to butterflies and hummingbirds. And next to it we have a unique coreopsis called redshift coreopsis, and I'm sure you're looking at this thinking red, but it has a very unique color to the flowers, where in the summer when it's hot they have this buttery yellow coloration with a little bit of red at the base. But as the cooler temperatures arrive, the flower color is going to take on a completely different appearance. It's going to shift to a more burgundy red. And as the flowers mature, they go through all different shades of red, pink, yellow, and they end with a nice creamy white. So very unique coreopsis. I have one more plant over here I wanted to look at. This is a new Angelonia called Charita Raspberry, and what a delightful flower color. And like our other Angelonia, it sure takes the heat and continues to bloom all summer long with these delightful pinkish purple colored blossoms. Well, these are just a few of the new introductions that we're trying out in our garden. We'll look at some more again in a few weeks.